Hi, I'm Mohit Nakra, and in this session, I'll be talking about draping of basic bodice. For the length, we are going to take the measurement from higher shoulder point to the waistline plus 5 inches from there. And for the bust level, for the cross grain, we are going to take from side seam to the center front plus 5 inches for our only front block. So make sure you have a selvage line, and along the selvage line, which is the sides of the muslin, you're going to measure the lengthwise grain and um, the length of the garment, which we have taken from higher shoulder point to the waistline plus 5 inches. And we are going to take the cross grain is going to be perpendicular to the lengthwise grain, which is uh, which we have taken along the bust level. Okay, so by taking those measurements, we're gonna trim and tear the fabric. Make sure you are giving it a small slash and tearing the fabric. After that, you're going to clip off the selvage. Also, you make sure that you're gonna clip and slash the selvage and again tear the selvage as well, so that we get a complete full grain block without any of the sides blocking. And then we will start pulling the fabric on the diagonal side to make sure uh, the weave of the fabric is balanced. It's not going haywire. Right now, if you can see, the block is not completely rectangle. You need to block it till the time you find it a complete square or a rectangular shaped fabric. And with the help of that, also you're going to cut two blocks of the same measurement, one for front and one for the back, and then you're gonna iron it well and make it a very crisp and straight rectangular pieces of fabric, which we are going to start with the markings first, and which we are going to drape as well. The first marking which we are going to take is going to be an 1 inch on fold marking, which can be on the either sides. Okay, and which also means that the garment is going to be on fold. There will be no center front seam because we are going to drape only one side of the garment for our pattern development. Okay, after that we are going to mark, we're going to fold it half and then make the center cross grain line, which you can see happening in the video. We have marked the lengthwise grain on fold line and a cross grain perpendicular to that. And now we are going to take the first measurement, which is from the center front to the apex point, and the second measurement we are going to take from the side seams to the apex point. We're going to transfer these two markings on the cross grain line as shown here. So the first marking we have taken from the center front to the apex point, and the second marking which we are going to take is from the apex point to the side seam. And then we are going to add 1/4 inch of an ease and then divide this space into half for our in between marking, which is the princess line marking, princess parallel line marking. Okay, and then we are going to drop them straight towards the downwards. Okay, and also label them as A as apex, princess parallel line as PP, and SS is going to be side seam marking. Okay, we are going to drop only princess parallel line and apex parallel line to with the lengthwise grain, and also we are going to label it as lengthwise grain. Okay, the next step will be draping on the dress form. The next thing will be taking it on the dress form. The first thing we are going to mark is the apex point, and we're going to pin it from both the sides so that uh, the fabric is restricted and doesn't move when we are going to drape it, like the way I'm doing. And then we going to mark the waist, pin the waist, pin the neckline, point, bit of the neck, okay, and then we are going to align the bust level as per the style tape we have put it on the dress form, okay, and we are going to exactly pin the side seam on the side seam pin point, okay. You can also see that 1/4 inch of an is that bubble is going to happen over there, which we are going to divide in between the princess parallel line and the apex, and the same with PP point to SS point. And then we would soften the line as per it's going to drop on the waist wherever it falls. We are not going to stretch or pull the PP line on the waist. We're gonna let it fall wherever we want to, and then we will get an excess, uh, which is the dart excess under the apex line, and then we will clip wherever the side seam is going to fall on the waist as per the image, and then also we are going to start with draping of the neck. The art of draping the neck is going to be slash and spread. We're gonna slash vertical and horizontal in steps so that we are not getting the neckline disturbed, and we can get a really nice close fit smooth neckline with that, like the way I have done just now. And then you can mark the highest shoulder point, the notch point where the shoulder point meets over there. Moving on to the armhole, draping of armhole, we're gonna first identify the armhole drop point, the first armhole drop point, okay, which will be right above your SS point. We're gonna pin mark over there, okay, as you can see, and then smoothly take the curve and mark a pinch of an ease over the armhole, in between the armhole, like the way I have done, and then mark the shoulder point, which is the shoulder edge point, okay, and then you will get an excess between both the shoulder point and the highest shoulder point. In between both the points, it is going to be a shoulder dart excess, which is exactly going to fall on the princess line. After that, we are going to start with marking these pinpoints, because we will eventually need to flatten them and true them on a flat surface. So I am starting with the dart excess points, side seam points, under armhole point, the armhole notch point, uh, the shoulder dart legs point, okay, the neck point, neck curve. As you can see how I have done the marking. With this, our marking is also over, and then we're gonna remove all the plain pins and remove it from the dress form and get it on a flat surface to actually lift these markings from the pure lines. Starting with the dart legs, okay, first I'm going to fold the dart legs, and the dart leg intake is going to be towards the center front, like the way I'm doing. Make sure your direction is not opposite and it's on the same direction which I'm taking. You're gonna follow your dot marks, which will help you to achieve your waistline, and with the help of tracing wheel, you gonna you gonna run it over the dart so that you get the impression under the dart to get your true markings for between the dart legs. Alright, so after doing this step, you gonna drop an half an inch from the apex point, because we need to have half an inch of an ease around the bust curvature. So around that we will drop the half inch drop and then we will join the dart legs. This is how we are going to achieve our first dart. Then we are going to develop our shoulder dart. The same thing goes over there as well. The dart intake is going to be towards the center front and it is going to fold inside, and then the shoulder points are to be matched, and then we run a tracing wheel to achieve the in between dart points. Okay, by which we will get the center point of the dart, and we're gonna draw a straight line from the apex point, again drop down to half an inch to get our eased dart legs on the shoulder. Okay, now the next step will be side seam. Okay, we're gonna dot mark the side seams because this is not a true side seam. The side seam will also have an ease further. Okay, so from armhole we're gonna drop down 1 inch. Okay, and we're gonna step out or drop out from that point half an inch, which is going to give us furthermore ease and a new dropped cross mark from where we are going to create our armhole curve on the basis of our armhole guide with the dotted mark. Okay, so from between the notch point we are going to join this curve. Okay, matching to the dotted curve. Okay, make sure your curve is not very flat and it's a proper curve which actually aligns very well with the dotted mark, and rest we are going to break it in two parts to join it towards the shoulder through French curve. Okay, after that we are going to drape the neckline as well. In neckline from the pit of the neck, because we have a right amount of pit of the neck mark over there, we're gonna drop down that as well for the neck ease, for a breathing ease, to 1/4 inch and then join the curve. Okay, and then we will take our seam allowances. Okay, which is 1/4 inch of an seam allowance over the neckline. Shoulder will be half an inch. Armhole will also be an half an inch. Side seam will be 1 inch, and hem will also be an half an inch. And then we will trim that off completely and bring it live to pin and drape it on the dress form. This is it, guys. You will continue see the entire process now, and you will eventually understand how we have completed this.